Tara J is a radio host and CEO of HotxxMagOnlineRadio, and you just joined us here now. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. I mean, we've already done 2 false starts on this interview, but hopefully this is the real one. Now, you have HotxxMagOnlineRadio, of course. What do you like to do on that station?
Honestly, we love to play underground music artists. We love doing live interviews with underground music artists as well. There's a lot of music artists that are underground around the world that I feel like don't get enough recognition, enough shine. So HotxXMag Online Radio is here to provide that platform for underground music artists.
And how did you first start to get interested in promoting underground artists? Were you one yourself?
I used to rap. I still do it every now and then, but I used to really be like mainly focused on rapping, and there wasn't enough opportunities for us underground artists. And instead of complaining about it, I decided to, do something about it. So I said, let me create my own platform, but for underground music artists. So I put my music on, the back seat for now, and I'm just ready to help the community of underground artists.
Yeah. And how was it that you first started to get into radio and broadcasting? Was it because of that, or did you always have a passion for it anyway?
Honestly, I never really had a passion for radio. I used to love listening to radio when growing up. Yeah. And I remember way back in the day when we had the cassette tapes and you used to record your own little segments on them back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So me and my brother used to do that. But I went to Point Park University, which is in Pittsburgh, PA. It's a great college. If anybody's looking for a different college and you're looking to come to Pittsburgh, Point Park University is awesome. They actually helped me make the decision that radio is what I want to do.
Nice. And that studio you're in now, is that its own kind of studio, or is it part of your house?
Yeah, so I do have my own studio. It's HotxXMag Online Radio. We have it at a private location, especially with COVID going on right now. So most of our interviews and everything are virtual. So it's done online, whether we do it this way or, virtual Facebook, live on YouTube. Also, my shows are streamed on YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and all that good stuff.
Well, it's great to have guests virtually because you can meet people from all around the world without the restrictions of them having to be right there, I suppose.
Exactly.
So that's one of the bright sides of this pandemic. We've had to go online for our guests. And do you have a lot of guests on your show?
I do. So I've been in business since 2019. I made it official this year in July when I realized, okay, this is what I really want to do. So I have an LLC. And since this year, I have done a total of 83 shows this year.
Nice. How often are they?
Honestly, it started off being twice a week, and then now it could be 3-4 times a week. Sometimes we even go all week. So honestly, it really just depends on the interviews. Yeah. But even if we don't have an interview, every Sunday, 9 p.m., we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and all that good stuff.
Nice. You also take calls as well, I heard. How did you come up with the idea for that?
Yeah, so back in the day when I used to listen to radio, me and my family used to always call in and try to win free stuff and just be heard on the radio because it was cool. So I decided instead of just doing interviews, let's give our underground artists and underground listeners experience when it comes to radio. And part of radio is call-ins. It makes it fun and entertaining for our listeners.
I think that's a really good thing to do because I don't know about over there, but in the UK, call-in radio has kind of gone downhill. It's all political shows and stuff. There's only really a couple of shows left where you can just call up and have a laugh, which I gather your show does. Like, there's no format to it, which is a good thing.
Right. Yeah, we try to keep it freely and fun. Yeah. Just like I want them to relate to me as if I was talking to them. Absolutely.
And do you do any preparation beforehand, whether you've got a guest or have features in the show?
Yeah, so tonight, actually, I have an interview with Kamal Music. He was on my radio show before, so it's a pleasure having him back. So in preparation of that, I did a sound check this morning because I'm using a new platform. So we will be live on YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook. And then also preparation of getting dressed. I'm a female, so it takes a while.
Well,
and then promotion, of course.
Oh, yes. Well, I like your hair, so...
Thank you.
You also do an annual award show as well, don't you?
Yes, correct.
So what do you do in that? Who do you award?
Absolutely. So Hot XX Magazine was my first LLC. So I have two businesses. I have Hot XX Magazine LLC and Hot XX Mag Online Radio LLC.
Ooh.
So the award show is for Hot XX Magazine LLC, which is a digital underground magazine, which is pretty cool. So I feature underground music artists who are willing to invest and promote in themselves. So I don't pick anybody who I feel like is better, because honestly, everybody's better in their own way.
Yeah.
I don't do the competition thing with my platform. If you invest, if you help promote, you got it.
Yeah.
So the award show was to award the people who were on my issues of magazines. So we had 9 issues total, and I would award everybody that was on the front cover of those magazines because they worked hard with me and they invested.
Nice. I might enter and win an award myself, even though I've never made any music.
It's okay though, because you know what? We were giving away awards to not just artists. I mean, we were giving away to DJs, other radio podcasts. I gave awards to just people I feel like was grinding just because. So it's really just a big fun festival that we do every year.
Yeah. Now, do you listen to any other radio shows yourself?
I do. I listen to a couple. Shout out to Conti Casa. I do listen to her radio show. Grand Mode has a new one. So shout out to Grand Mode. I will be tuning into y'all's. And I listen to a lot of podcasters on YouTube, like Swallow It Podcast with Danny and Gabby. She used to be on Bad Girls Club. I listen to Breakfast Club. I love Breakfast Club. And honestly, I'm looking every day to connect with other radio stations and just, support each other.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we're doing right now, I suppose. Who would you say your audience is? Are they necessarily fans of underground music?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you know what? I would say there's a lot of fans of the underground music, but we have turned a lot of people who might have never listened to underground music into underground music fans. So honestly, we're worldwide with it. We got listeners in Florida, Atlanta, Mississippi, so on, Cali, LA, like just so many places.
Yeah. And you've talked about the podcast being the thing that you want to do. So would you say it's taken over your life in a way?
Yes. Oh my gosh. This radio is everything. I love it so much to where, to me, it's not a job. It's something I love to do.
Yeah.
So every day I'm learning more things so that I can provide to the underground, provide new platforms and new opportunities. So honestly, it is my life. I do it every day, all day. Yesterday, I actually was on the computer literally all day, 12 hours straight, just promoting and connecting with new people.
Yeah, it's good. And I take it that you don't have the one barrier that would get in my way, which is time.
Time, yes. Sometimes time is a crunch because, I like to keep it real with a lot of people. I also, besides my radio, I work a full-time job and I'm a mom. Yeah. So, my hands are pretty full, but I love staying busy because it's just things I love doing. I love being a mom. I love working and I love radio.
Absolutely. Now, next year, do you have any big plans? Because you've been going since 2019, as you say. So will you be getting up to even more in what will be, I guess, your third year?
Yes, I'm super excited for next year. One, I'm hoping COVID-19 will be gone or at least getting better.
Yeah.
Because
we can pray.
Yeah, because I want to travel. So, hopefully that gets better. My goal is to do the second annual Hot XX Magazine Award Show. And then also, just keep providing a platform, improving, and then hopefully get in an office space next year too. That's a goal.
Oh yeah, that is the dream.
Yes.
Do you get up to any other hobbies outside your radio, or is it just your one true love?
Yes, I do. I also have my own YouTube channel, so I'm starting to be a YouTuber.
Oh, nice.
My YouTube is called Slaying Every Day with Tara J, and basically I do makeup tutorials, or we'll go to the store, we'll buy some things and do a review on it. So it's just something fun for the family to check out when you're bored. I love to do that as a hobby.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, where are we able to listen to your radio station everywhere then?
Absolutely. So you can check it out on all major music platforms, y'all. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Spreaker, Facebook, all that good stuff. Or just make it easier for yourself. Go on Google and type in HotxXMagOnlineRadio. And make sure that y'all follow me on social media at HotxXMagOnlineRadio.
Of course. And just before we go, what would you say to somebody who wants to make radio their full-time thing but don't know how to go about it?
I would say start with what you got. Because I'm telling people that for a reason, because a lot of people think you have to go out and buy all this expensive equipment up front. Yeah. Yes, eventually you will have to, but start with what you have, because you will see the growth and you will hear the difference and you learn that way. Yeah. Never be scared. If you want to do it, go for it. Don't let nobody tell you you can't, because that has happened to me. People told me I couldn't, and we're here now. Yeah. So definitely go for what you want. Stay determined and stay dedicated.
Yeah. And actually, one more question. Where did you get that pink microphone?
I bought it from Guitar Center, actually, in Pittsburgh, PA. So shout out to Guitar Center.
Yeah.
I love pink.
Yeah, I can see. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's great to have another radio presenter on.
Yes, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me. Shout out to everybody.